Hey guys, how are you tonight? It's time for Paint Talk on my favorite How to Paint show. Dionne Woods here. I'm working on some abstract, you guys. We actually started this yesterday. It was on the floor. It's 60 inches tall and 48 inches wide, or it's the opposite. However which way you want to look at it. Right now, I haven't determined which way is which. I just know that I had a wonderful time working on it yesterday. It's now dry. It has a combination of copper, cowgirl coral. It has some phthalo blue, queen bee, some yellow, and some mint chip. The mint chip is what we started with. So for those of you popping on here, hello, how are you? It's just me tonight. Matt will be on tomorrow. Since I'm coming on every single day for 100 days, I told him he does not have to come on 100 days with me. So this is what we worked on yesterday. You could tell I was really excited about it yesterday. If you missed it, I did this whole thing last night on Paint Talk. You can still catch the replay. So the copper is kind of weaved in throughout the entire canvas. I was kind of thinking it was going towards more of a stone look. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate you so much. Here's the problem. I came in here this morning and it was dry, and I looked at it and thought, I really like it. I'm not really sure what I want to do, but I got to do more to it. It's too flat. It needs more dimension, right? So it needs some depth. It needs deep colors in it. So I've grabbed some cherry picked. It's a deep purple plum red color. So I'm going to be adding that, but I'm also going to bring in a little bit of whimsy, a little bit of watercolor look. Matt might be in here in a minute. Hi, Sue. Hi, Maggie. Hi, Shaz. Hi, Karen. Hi, Denise. That's what I was going for, was kind of a stone marble look. If you're popping on here and you're looking at it going, I don't get it, well, Matt will say the same thing if he comes in here and takes a peek at it. But I think the colors are delicious. I think that the dark blue weaving in and out of here is a really good balance to the soft mint chip. The metallic adds a whole lot of interest, but we still need more. So I'm going to keep going, and give me 20 minutes. And maybe I can convince you that we're going somewhere good with it. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Beverly. Thank you, Betty. Thank you. I hope you've all had a great day. I got to spend about an hour and a half outside. I interviewed 2 people for the podcast coming out in the next 2 weeks. Anyway, it's been a great day. The weather could not have been better. I was actually sweating outside. Are you live on IG right now as well? I am not. I am just going to stick with IG on Wednesdays and Sundays, but I am on YouTube. All right, so I've got this yellow. This is our fluorescent yellow, and I'm just going to kind of get some of this dripping down here. Hi, Janet. Hi, Rob. I see you, Lisa. All right, so I'm going to go where it's yellow, and I'm just going to kind of drip some of that down. Nope, it's not coming out. I guess I won't. Wonder what's up with that. All right, so I just wanted a little bit of yellow contrast in there, right there. It's going to be very subtle. We're going to put a deep purple over it, so hold tight. And then I have this, also my fluorescent pink. I can turn it any which way I want to. I don't think we've really decided. I know I haven't decided which way is going to be the right way, but I'm going to get some pink up in here. And just that little bit of fluorescence is going to add a little bit more interest to it. So my deep purple is called Cherry Picked. It's actually a DIY color. I will be sealing this, by the way. That is fantastic. I'm going to check it out. You've got a YouTube video. Congrats to you. Congrats, congrats. So I'm going to pour a little bit of this out. I'm going to grab my wallpaper spatula, and I'm going to put, I need something deeper in this. As much as I love it, I feel like we need a deep color, and black would be too harsh. All right, so I love the way that the layered pink and yellow kind of went over the mint chip and warmed this up even more. But I'm going to take this guy with my cherry picked and get a little bit in there. So I've got it poured out onto my tray, and I'm going to load it onto my wallpaper, just my little plastic guy, because I would like the width of this. It's about 8 inches. All right, and I'm going to come in here. I'm going to keep the flow going here. Because DIY is kind of wide, you see how that just adds a whole new depth to it by adding a deep color. Black would have been too harsh in my opinion. All right, it always helps me to look in the camera at it better. Sideways the brown is hair on a head and torso. Okay, so it's not brown. It's cherry picked, which is a dark red purple combination. I love that you guys are saying that. Matt said it's actually upside down from what it was earlier today, but Matt walked in here. He said, oh, there's a woman on here. There's a big woman's profile on here. Did you see her eyelash and her nose and her face? I did abstract today and it just got away out of hand, but you know what? I don't care. Someone will like it. Is so quiet. No Matt tonight. No, I told him just he'd only had to do Wednesdays and Sundays because I'm going to be on here every day. So he is actually editing my podcasts interviews that I did today. So he's helping me with that. So I'm going to take just a little bit and I got to let that set up, but I'm going to combine some white with it as well. And then I'm going to take just a skinny little vein and take off from that. But this is a deep red purple, you guys. If it looks brown, it's not on here. Yammering. What does yammering mean, Susie? I don't actually know what that means. I see you made yourself laugh, but I don't know what that is. I don't know. Maybe you're referring to something Matt does? Yammering? Is that a word? I don't know. Let me just get a little bit more of my cherry picked on here. And I'm going to do a very thin vein of the deep color. And then I'm going to add in some white over it. And I'm just actually loading it up like this. Maybe that's a Southern saying. Well, he got off scot-free. I wonder where that saying came from. Well, he's in there working actually on my podcast. So he came in last night, but he was like 20 minutes late. Okay. All right, you know what? Let's turn it. Let's turn it, shall we? See what we can see? Okay, here we go. So these, of course, are like anything else. You got to make it go through a process. I got to stand back and look at it. Okay, so that's perfect. I added that deep color, so now I can start building my layers back upon it as well. I'm going to get this going. Okay, so let me get my white. There we go. Sorry, I'm missing your comments, you guys. Okay, I've got my white out here. I'm gonna get my brush that I used last night. I'm gonna start working some of that into here. And I have my Paint Pixie brush, my little dusty. And I'm going to work fast because I want to work on this while it's still wet and it's starting to dry on me. Okay, take a look at it from afar. What kind of bottle is that? It's a Water Girl. It's from my website under tools. Looks like a womb. With a white added to the deep purple. It's gorgeous. Thank you, Erin. Really liking the white. Thank you so much. Are you hunkering down for another storm? I don't know. Who's that for, Rob? White. Colors are beautiful. Thank you, Rob Gloria. Howdy back at ya. I love large pieces. Hi, Crystal. Reminds me of a crystal geode. I'm working on that. Yeah. I see a woman's torso and PM the top area. There's a yellow pelican in flight. I love it, you guys. Hi, everybody. If you're just popping on, hello. Okay, so obviously this is day 2, working on a few layers. I want to bring in another color, but I'm still kind of staring at it, waiting. I think what I need to do is bring in a next layer of the mint chip because we started with the mint when we poured it all over underneath, and I want some of it to come back forward. But I don't want to mix the mint with that purple because that will be a ugly color. So it's a little bit of a process, that's for sure. Oh, is Matt on here? Y'all are saying hi, Matt. And I'm like, he's not on here. Oh, there he is. As Elijah. That's my Matt in there. You could be in here, honey, if you want. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, you guys. Okay, so I'm looking at it and I feel like I need another vein coming off of it. I need the yellow to come back in really strong. So let me, before we go, let's pop in some more yellow. Okay, let's do it. You know, when it's on flat on the floor, which I know I could put it on a table, but then I would have to I'd have to move everything around in my studio. I really like it being flat because I feel like I have more control, especially when I add so much water. Hello, this is funny because I am 15 feet away. It's not really funny. You could come in here. Turd. You turkey. Okay. So I'm going to go back in where the yellow is and I'm going to highlight it just a little bit stronger. I'm going to have a little bit of the yellow overlap where the purple and white is. All right, I got to come back and look at it over here, you all. Yes, you, shame on you for not editing and for telling whoppers.
It's too quiet.
It's too quiet. Poor Matt, so abused. What are you saying, Lisa?
The video, the video is just, it needs a little.
What video?
The one that's going on right now. It needs a little noise.
And you're the noise?
I'm the noise.
So I'm boring?
No, you're quite the opposite. You're not boring. I may have mentioned that you told me you didn't want me in here, maybe.
That I didn't want you in here?
Yeah, I might.
What are you looking for? Tears? Pity?
That may have come across the screen.
So what I wanted to actually say to you guys is we are 10 days away from launching the first issue of the journal. And I've just about, I have goals. And the goals meaning I want so many people to be able to connect through the journal. And you guys have surpassed and shown up in the same way that I hope I can show up for you all. I promised you I'd show up for 100 days. It's the third year in a row. I continue to come on, and you guys keep showing up. You keep coming on here. You keep doing this, and you subscribe, and you're listening to the podcast. The podcast has so many downloads. We hit the goal like the first week, and I was like, I adore you. I adore you all. You guys just continue to show up, support, encourage, and I just want you to know I'm going to do my very, very best to give back as much as I possibly can. It means the world. It's just, it's this. I keep shaking my head going, yes, the hard work, like all of it is just blowing my mind. You are not too quiet. I just love watching you. Thank you for that. He's just messing with me, of course, and I'm messing with him too. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to get on here tonight and not forget to thank you as we're 10 days away. The women in my creative connection, we're 20 days away from our retreat. And we're all just doing the absolute best that we can. And so when you come on here with your creative wisdom and your input and your kind, generous support, I just want you to know that I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. The journal, I interviewed 2 of the women that are being featured today. I have another one tomorrow. Quita will be out on Thursday for the podcast. And it's a wonderful collection of people, and we're all able to do it because of you. You always give 100%, Dionne. Thank you. Thank you. How many issues of the journal do you get? It's quarterly. Right now, since it's brand new, it's quarterly. If anybody has any questions, this would be a good time. Thank you for saying you love it. I feel like we're a long ways away, but I'm really happy with the way that it looks right now. I'm going to be adding in some more white into the yellow. That's kind of what I need to do. I'll do that now before we go. But if anybody has, oh, Lisa, thank you. Thank you so much. If anybody has any questions, Matt is here now.
I'm here, but I'm only on the tubes.
You're only on the tubes?
I don't have the computer for the books.
Oh, well, you could sit right here and be able to read if you want to scoot off to the side. So you don't have to be on if you don't want to. You could sit here if you want.
That's okay.
All right, I'm going to put just a little bit more white on. I just was thinking today that if you hadn't heard in a while how much I appreciate you, I wanted to make sure I said it.
I'm appreciative of them.
Are you?
Yes.
Tell them.
I just did.
Tell them more.
Because they give me a hard time, and I can appreciate that.
You can appreciate a hard time?
Yes. They give me a hard time, and I can appreciate that.
It's like they think you deserve it or something.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe they think since I dish it out, that I can take it, and I can. I've got a good mindset, so I am appreciative of them giving me a hard time.
Well, good. You know what? I appreciate you being on here with me
because not only are you my husband, you're my rock, I do so much more because you're on my side. You help me with so much that goes behind the scenes that people don't see, such as you make dinner most nights, you do a lot of the laundry, you do so much around here that helps me so I can be on podcast interviews and getting ready for the lives and painting and doing all these things. And without you, babe, I just wouldn't be able to do it all.
Well, without you, I wouldn't need to do any of that stuff. Bless you.
That may be the first time I've ever sneezed on a live.
You're just comfortable?
I'm just comfortable.
We
with
do have
sneezing.
one question. This is
Sure.
from Maria Flores. What is the size of the canvas?
It's a 5 foot by 4 foot. And right now I'm just putting some white acrylic in with the yellow to add a little bit of something, something.
A little bit of something?
A little bit of something, something.
Something, something.
Yep.
Is that Oklahoma lingo coming out of you?
More than likely.
Something or something.
Something, something. I like it.
Like,
You don't have to keep saying it, Woods.
I was gonna use another word that I like to say. Down by the creek.
What was that?
Instead of saying creek, we say creek.
No, we don't say that.
We
We do not say that.
do not, but it's fun to say.
Oh, I say we do not. My grandmother may have said that.
Yeah, down by the creek. Well, this is nice, Jasmine. I feel like I'm looking through a galaxy or another world. It's so pretty.
Oh, thank you, Jasmine. Thank you. I'm just doing it intuitively. I'm not looking at a picture or anything. I'm just putting the colors together and hoping that it doesn't look like a complete and total craziness. I'm not obviously anywhere near being done, but I do hope you enjoy this very much.
Maggie Fletcher says, yikes, it's taller than I am.
Look, it's almost as tall as me, you guys. I mean, when I'm standing up, you can't even see the...
Have you rotated it any?
I rotated it once and then I rotated it back.
What, have we seen anything? Have people been commenting on what they see?
Yes, there were some comments about what they saw,
Okay.
but since I was painting, I could not read that.
No, I missed out. Irma Rosales says, Matt, we treat you like family. I appreciate that, Irma, and I hope I treat you the same. Even Evolving Bless says, it looks very therapeutic.
Very much. It's very rewarding. That was what I was saying yesterday when I was just getting started. It is very rewarding to just, this one I worked on a little bit more today that I started yesterday. This is one I worked on outside, but I've still got a ways to go.
Stella says, hi, I finally got to watch one of your lives. Well, welcome.
Stella, I'm so glad you're here, dear. Thank you
Do
so
you
much.
have a question for me, Stella? I am like an open book, aren't I, honey?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that you don't know.
That they don't know, you mean?
Or they don't know, excuse me.
I really got to get some more of this blue, though. It's pretty outstanding. I love the blue with the copper.
The blue kind of is like, it like pops.
It should pop.
It's popping.
It's popping. So much fun.
Sandy, Dionne is working on the mouth with teeth.
Oh, wow.
Okay, all right. So
Let
we
me get out of the way in just a second.
have some, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that. So we have some type of creature. I'm gonna have to, here's another Oklahoma word, gander. We're gonna
Take a
gander at it. We're gonna take a gander at it. Which in English, that means we're gonna take a look at it.
I'm just highlighting with the white right now. Still having a great time.
Rebecca says, it's a process. Your artwork is so calming to watch. I appreciate you bringing us along.
Thank you so much for being here. You are very much appreciated as well.
Irma Rosales, a dragon?
A dragon.
Is that a dragon? Let me see here. Let me see.
I was going for more of a stone look, a rock look.
It kind of looks like a.
Careful, careful.
I'm. I don't know. I haven't gotten anything just yet. Remember, I told you earlier before you started painting on it more. I thought I saw a profile of a woman's face.
I see the dragon too.
You see a dragon?
Nope. Reading, have you named this piece? I think maybe something about all you have done. Maybe she thought she could. Thank you. So she did, or something about her reaching her dreams. Jasmine, thank you for the suggestion. I haven't named her yet. We could go with whatever you want to. We could, you guys. Thank you for the hearts. Please keep thumbs up. I'm hoping for more of a stone-like, Susie. Right now, what I've noticed on Facebook is we were warned as people who run their business through Facebook, our engagement, our numbers would tank. Basically, right before an election year, it's kind of what happens every year. So I've noticed that I'll post and nobody sees it. It's really like, what's going on? And I have to remind myself it's that time of the year, every 4 years. So when you do the whole like and share thing, that really kind of helps it quite a bit. You see the woman's face?
Yes, Janet. We say sack or bag. Yes.
For what?
She remembers always saying sack. Put it in the sack.
Oh, put it in the sack.
It's derived from the word satchel.
Satchel?
So instead of putting it in the satchel, we're going to put it in the sack. So a little knowledge down on you, a little Western knowledge.
Donna, I'll tag you in it. It's in the group page at the top of your phone. Donna must have asked for something and they're helping her. I do not see announcements anywhere. I will look again. Oh, yeah, in the creative, you have to be in the Creative Connection group to see announcements, and it's where we put all of the important information, but you have to be in the group. Like, this is my main page, and so you have to be in the Creative Connection. Heather, thank you for helping her so much. They laughed at me in Maryland.
For saying sack? What did they say in Maryland?
Joanne said there's at the bottom, the woman's face.
Oh, okay. Is she looking up? Oh, I think I see the face. I'm not sure. I think I like it better that way.
Do you?
I think so.
Well, I'm sitting down because I need it to dry up just a little bit before we do anything else. So my favorite area is right up in here. It's still the same, and adding in that depth to it really, but now she's upside down. I'm going to be bringing in back some more blue and making that pop as well. So I think what we may do is one more night on this tomorrow, and then I have a piece of furniture out in the garage that I'm repainting, and we get Matt to get it in here in the next day or two. Thank you, Carrie Carter. I appreciate that. I'm having a great time, and you guys have been here the whole time painting it with me yesterday and today. So I've still got a little bit to go, but Centuries of Swirls, that's a good one. That's a good one. The blue is my favorite too, Janet. I think what I'm going to do is I need to deepen it and come back in with one more layer of it. But the way that it's mixed in with the copper, which I know you guys can't really see that, it's really fun. And up here at the top right-hand side, it's mixed in with the mint chip. I would recommend you guys try that combination because it's really fun. I'm going to sign off and let you all go. And I'm really tired today. I'm not going to lie. I'm feeling sentimental. I'm feeling so appreciative and grateful and a little bit tired. So I'm going to sign off, and thank you, Suzanne. Do you have anything else you need to say, Woods?
I'm good.
You good? You be back here tomorrow from the beginning with me, right?
Yes, I will be back in full force tomorrow.
Wednesday. All
So
right.
you guys bring it.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful evening. You go and you be awesome. See you later.